there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is another update for my Graveyard Project Pan. It's being done in collaboration with a ton of other really great YouTubers. I'll have everyone in the description box. With Emily first, because she's the one who created this Project Pan idea and invited me to join, so thank you, Emily. We do updates every 2 months, with the last day being Halloween, which is October 31st, and we choose anywhere between 5 to 10 products within 2 categories. The first one is collecting cobwebs, which are products that are sitting in our collection and we're not using them as often as we should. The other category is resurrection, so we're pulling products that were in past project pans that we didn't finish, and we're resurrecting them, bringing them back into this one so that they have a chance to be finished. I chose 5 products that I thought would take longer to show progress. They're products that just take me forever to use, and I thought doing updates every 2 months might give me a better chance to use them more and have actual progress to show you. The first product I want to talk about is from Marc Jacobs. It's the Tantric bronzer, the Omega bronzer in the shade Tantric, and I just dropped this morning after repressing a few weeks ago, so it's broken. I don't remember if I had already repressed it in my last update, but it used to be a domed product, and eventually I used it so much that I wore it down a little bit, and there was actually an air bubble in the product, so whenever I put my brush in the product, it broke through the bubble and just kind of cracked, and there were just a bunch of chunks of bronzer, so I repressed it, and since then it's just been extra fragile, and I'll have to repress it at some point. I've used 5.2 grams though, which is pretty exciting considering this is a 25 gram product. So I used up about a fifth of it in the last 2 months. I think from probably losing a couple chunks whenever I accidentally poked a hole in the product. Still a ton of product in here, probably more than any other full-size bronzer out there on the market. Mainly because of its size, but also because I will have repressed it 2 times. I will not be taking this with me on my travels. It's just too delicate and easily shatterable for me to take. So I won't have a ton of progress on this in my next update, just because for 5 out of the 8 weeks I won't have it on me. But I still feel good. I'm really glad I've gotten so much use out of it so far. It's a beautiful shade for summertime. I'm wearing it today. Beautiful bronzer. Don't think I'd buy it again, and I'm glad to have it in this project so I can actually focus on it. My next product is an SPF product from e.l.f. It's the Beauty Shield SPF 50 Skin Shielding Moisturizer. I use about 2 to 3 pumps of this whenever I do use it, and I have made a ton of progress as a result. If you can see the difference between the two. I don't have another line for my intro because I didn't even realize that you could see. If you put this in front of a light, you can see the product going up. It's an airless pump, so it'll go up, so I went from this bottom line to the next one up there. For the past couple of weeks, I haven't been using this specific SPF. I've been playing around with a couple other ones, so I think if I use it for the next 2 months consecutively, I do think I can have a lot of progress to share. I'm not sure if I will be able to finish it before the end of the project, but I do think I could make a pretty big dent in it and have it be almost done, and definitely have it done by the end of the year. Next one is a lipstick. This is the Pillow Talk lipstick from Tilbury. I've been using this pretty regularly. I kind of go in moods. I'll use it for like a week straight, and then I'll take a couple days off, which will turn into taking 2 weeks off, and then I'll come back and I'll use it for another week straight. Lipsticks just take me forever to use up because I don't reach for them like all the time. Even a daily nude like this is what I'm wearing today. I have no problem with how slow this is going. It's a very expensive product. I'm glad that there's a lot of uses in it. I don't have a specific goal, but I will be bringing this with me while I travel, so it is something that I'll be able to reach for a lot, and I won't have all of my other lipsticks to choose from. So I might actually have a ton of progress to show in my next update. My 4th product is a powder. It's from RCMA. It's the No Color Powder. If you can see, this is where I was last time, and this is where I am now. I've used a ton of powder. The reason I didn't make a lot of progress in my last update was because I was finishing up some setting powders in my last project pan, I think my 10 by Summer project pan. But for these past 2 months, I've been only using this one because the other ones are finished, and I have been using it to set my neck if I have SPF, like a sticky SPF on my neck. I also apply it a little bit more generously in the summertime in general because I do want to keep my oils at bay throughout the day. I might actually have this done by the end of the project. I'm pretty excited. If I use it every day like I have been, it might actually be done by the end of the project. And my last product is an ABH brow pomade in the shade Taupe. I'm slowly working away at this. I use pretty much the same amount in every update. In my first update, I had used 0.25 grams. In this one, I've used 0.31, so slightly more. This obviously is not going to be done by the end of the project, but I'm glad to be working away at it, and maybe it'll be done by the end of next year. those are all the products I had to talk about. These updates are usually really short because I'm only talking about 5 products. I do think I'm making good progress. Some of these are going to take way longer than the course of this project pan to finish, but that's perfectly fine. Let me know if you have any products like this where they just take you forever and ever and ever to use up. I do have a video where I talk about products that take me forever to use up, and I list certain categories like that. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!